Hello, good evening, and I'm going to give you a collective reading, and this is going to be on the new moon of Gemini. I just want you to first really begin with breathing and grounding yourself. If you haven't already heard from my previous videos, I've already told you that Saturn went into Aries, and then we had Mercury going into Gemini, which is something very familiar with. And now we have the new moon in Gemini. New moons mean what? New starts, new seeds planted, and you release this actually on the full moon. Okay, so what does Gemini usually represents? Communication, mind, a lot of things like that. So we're going to talk about, I did pull some cards as well, just letting you know, but we're talking about what is the collective message. So this may resonate with you and this may not, and may not all of it. Don't try to fit it if it's not. This is why you can get your own personal reading as well. But this one feels very tender. It feels really real. Definitely revealing the truth of what we may be avoiding. So first thing that showed up was the Queen of Cups in reverse. This tells of us of many things that either we're emotionally just tap the fuck out. We've been pouring into things in the wrong places or the wrong people, and without pouring into, you got it, yourself. So there's lack of emotional clarity there. There's a lot of people that are feeling very unbalanced, especially when it comes to their intuition and their emotional expression. You may be feeling like you're drowning in your emotions, but quite can't articulate what it is. With this Gemini duality showing up, this is going to come basically your thoughts versus feelings. Okay. So basically logic versus heart. The next card that I pulled there is the Ten of Pentacles, and that is in reverse. This one cuts deep because it just shows that some places of your foundation feels very shaky right now. So whether this is your family dynamics, this could be your financial part, or could be systems that you've built yourself on top of. Like basically thought patterns, things that you were saying like this was going to happen. Remember, Gemini, rocking the world, the mind. So if you're questioning your purpose, your security, or whether you're even on the right path, it's because something is outdated and it's crumbling because it needs to. Legacy was built on survival mode, and you can't keep carrying that. So it's time for you to move to the next chapter, which just takes us right into the Hermit. So this is part where Spirit is calling you back to yourselves. No distractions, no social mask, no crowdsourcing your healing. This is the new moon that's saying go within, because your light is not out there. It is in you. It's time for you to get quiet. Hear the truth of your soul again. So next is the Five of Cups. This card is about grief, regret, and emotional weight. Key thing is we've been talking about emotions a lot. But this is where you've been stuck. You're looking at what didn't work, what was lost, how things could have been differently. And listen, I'm just telling you, Spirit's not saying that these things don't matter, the why they didn't work or so. It is saying that what you can't continue on to build your future. You've asked for some changes or you're wanting changes, and they're saying, okay, well, you weren't trying to get off that chapter, so we had to destroy it, burn it. So you are sitting in the past when you are not rewriting it. You need to rewrite stuff. So this new moon is a divine interruption. Makes me feel like, if you ever seen the movie Home, it says, and they said the joke, interrupting cow, and they say moo. You're just that's what it is. It's we're interrupting you. If you don't get the reference, sorry, but it just made me think of that. So the interruption is saying is, what if you're not broken? What if you're just not ready to have this new rhythm? You're just scared shit. And the rhythm begins with the next part, which is the Ace of Cups that comes up, which is a portal of renewal. So Spirit is offering you this brand new emotional beginning, but you have to be willing to receive it. And I say this over and over and over again. I can give you tools, and I have different opportunities even for people. Like I've had classes, I have PDFs, I have, online things. We have coaching, and we have all this stuff, and you can get it from anybody else. But I always say, I'm not going to force nobody to do it, because if you don't do it or not willing to do it, you're never going to receive it. It's never going to digest. So this is your heart saying it needs a reset. Hit the reset button. You see that big red button? You need to hit it. But it's your finger that has to hit it. So if you've been waiting for the sign to let go, open up to love. And that doesn't mean love to lover. Okay? Love as in love yourself. Love where you're at. Creativity and softness. This is it. This is your chance to start again. Then we move on to the Page of Cups, showing up as a sweet, sweet, sweet surprise. So think of this as an invitation from your higher self, a whisper that says, don't shut down now. Just because you're hurt, let your inner child peek out. Let's dream again. Express again. Some of you have received intuitive messages, even signs, even an apology around this moon. You're going to get one. Stay open. And if you just scuffed about wanting an apology, sometimes that apology has to come from yourself. You are apologizing to yourself for taking yourself so far into the trenches. Okay? But with all that openness comes a reminder that strength, which I have the card in reverse, is saying that this is not the time to fake it or force it. So we're not doing the fake it to the make it thing. Okay? And we're not forcing into something that doesn't go into the correct thing. So if you got a triangle in your hand and you're trying to put it in a square, it ain't fucking fitting. So stop forcing it. Your true power lies in with you being softness. That doesn't mean weak. Okay? Softness means being gentle with yourself, being a different approach. Because obviously your forcefulness fucking ain't working. You got it? So you don't have to perform. You don't have to be strong 24/7. I already know this from my own thing. I learned this many years ago. You get to rest. You get to feel. Then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. The moon is urging you to stop fighting battles that aren't yours to fight. Yeah, I'm going to repeat that again. The moon is urging you to stop fighting battles that aren't yours to fight. Stop trying to prove your worth or defend your vision to people who don't even see the value in it. Let that shit go. You don't need approval to be powerful. The fuck? Lastly, the Page of Pentacles in reverse shows some of us. The collective is us, okay? They're hesitating to start. You're doubling on your own ideas. You're procrastinating because you think you're not ready. But let me tell you, this new moon is not about perfection. It's about commitment. Recommit to your goals, to your healing, to your damn motherfucking self. Stop waiting for the perfect moment because you are the moment. So just closing this out as this collective message is that the Gemini moon is a divine mirror. It is revealing your unspoken truths, your hidden grief, but also your next chapter. It's a chance for you to come back to yourself, to reset your emotional energy, and to speak your truth with clarity and compassion. You're not behind. You're just waking up. So with this moon being a sacred communication, so you either write, you speak, you sing, you cry if you need to, all the above if you need to, be honest. The version of you is waiting on the other side of this moon, where he or she is softer, you're bolder, and you're so damn ready. If you would like your own personalized new moon reading, you know where to find me. Much love.